This video will show you how to disassemble or take apart a Maytag dryer. Safety first, so always disconnect power before servicing any electrical appliance. And remember that all these internal edges of the machine parts, once you take them apart, are sharp and can cause serious injury, so be very careful not to get cut. I'm going to show you how to get into this Maytag style dryer. First thing you want to do before you begin working on one or disassemble one is make sure you've unplugged the power supply. You don't want anybody to get electrocuted, including me. Now, to open this panel, the top has to be flipped up first, and if you'll pry a little bit there, you'll see a clip here, another one here. Line a flat blade screwdriver on that clip, give it a little pop, and it'll open right up. Do the same on the other side. Okay. Once you've popped them open, just lean this up against the wall there, and it's out of your way. There's hinges here and here that hold it in place. The next thing I'm going to do is remove the mounting screws that hold this front panel on to the machine. There's one at the top here and another one over here. They're 5/16. Just use a socket. Okay, now I'm in the other 5/16. Top here on this corner. Once those screws are off, this panel will lean towards you. It's got hinges, clips on the bottom, the wiring harness is here, and since I'm just doing a demonstration on how to take this machine apart for right now, I'm going to leave the wires attached. Now if you need to remove this panel out of the way and take those wires off, notate where each wire goes before you remove any wires. Take a picture of it with your camera or your cell phone camera, and make sure so you'll know where the wires go. So I'm going to just lift this up off the hinges and set it to the side like that, because I've got room to do that here. Now you may not have room to do that in your workspace, and you may have to go ahead and remove those wires. Like I said, just notate where they go back and get ready to put it back together. I am going to remove these two wires from the light, so because they are attached to this bulkhead, I'm going to pull it out of the way. These wires are two different sizes. One's a large, one's a small, and the terminals are large and small, so you can't mix them up. So no need to worry about those. You'll be only one way they'll go. Alright, next step is remove the 4 mounting screws from the bulkhead. Okay, so 5/16 down here, and there's 4 of them. Well, this bulkhead isn't going to go anywhere. Its tabs are sitting in a locking position there, so you don't have to worry about it falling off once you take the screws out. Screws have been removed from the bulkhead. To remove the bulkhead, lift up a little bit on the drum and the bulkhead at the same time, so you can pull these tabs up and out of their locks. Both sides. Everything just starts coming apart on you, okay? Now just pull the bulkhead towards you and off of the tub. These slides were underneath here on this bottom lip, and the rest of this was on inside this gasket all the way around. Okay, and this part here where the air flows was attached to the air blower housing there. Okay, now that that's out of the way, set it out of the way. I'll tell you right now, all these edges, and I didn't mention it at the beginning, but every edge on these things are sharp, so make sure you don't cut yourself on anything. Be very careful not to get cut when you're handling these parts. The next thing to do is to remove the tub out of the way so we can get to the heating element or the belt tensioner and belt. And to move this out, I have to take the belt loose because the belt's attached to it. So you reach in, you can't get a camera in here to see what I'm doing, but all I'm going to do is I'm going to reach into where the belt is, pull the tensioner and release it, the tension off the belt, and then slip the belt off with the pulleys. Pretty simple. And this whole tub just pulls straight out at that point. Okay, you can't see what I'm doing back here anyways. Okay, so I'm going to leave it in because I don't want to have to put it back in again. But I will show you with it removed what it looks like on the inside when I'm testing the other components and doing other work. So this is how you get to this far. The reverse of it, of course, you put the tub back in, put everything back together.